Donald Trump's speeches over this past weekend were nothing short of an absolute train wreck. His thought process really can't even be described. But at one point during one of his speeches, he actually brought up the fact that he suggested to Dana White, who of course is the owner of the, the Ultimate Fighting Championship. Donald Trump says that he suggested to Mr. White that he also launch a Migrant Fight League where you just have migrants fighting each other, and then eventually the winner of the year gets to fight the winner of the Ultimate Fighting Championship. So here is Donald Trump, of course, in his own words, explaining this absolutely insane idea. Here he is.
I told Dana White of UFC, I said, here's what we're going to do. You know, these are tough cookies coming into our country, coming with prisons and mental institutions. I said to Dana White, UFC, he's got a big fight going on right now. He's a good friend of mine. You know what he said the other day? They said, who's the toughest person you've ever met? He said, definitely Donald Trump. He said, Donald Trump. How about that? But I said, Dana, I have an idea for you to make a lot of money. You're going to go and start a new Migrant Fight League. Migrants, only migrants. And then at the end of the year, the champion migrant is going to fight your champion. And I hate to tell you, Dana, I think the migrant might win. That's how tough they are.
Now, I've been doing this so long that I remember a time in American politics where if you were to come out and say something like that publicly, that would probably be the last thing you ever said publicly because you would be shunned by the entire country, not just the left, not just the right. Everybody in America would look at you and be like, oh, okay, this person's insane. I don't have to pay attention to them anymore. They need to go away forever. I mean, that was probably 10 years ago. A statement like that would have just meant, hey, this person is no longer in politics. Thank you for playing. But today, that's a statement from the presumptive nominee for the Republican Party of the United States to possibly become president again. Right? He's already been president, and he's this insane. Not only is it insane, obviously it is exceptionally dehumanizing for these individuals coming into the United States. And again, I don't even know what the ultimate goal here is. Like, you have them fight each other. Does the winner get to stay in the country? Is that what you're proposing? Are you saying that we have a fight club of sorts to determine who's good enough to be in America? Now, to mention the fact, of course, that he is lying about the people that are coming across the border. It is not murderers. It is not people from insane asylums. He's absolutely trying to scare his base into thinking that's what's happening, when in reality, the people coming across the border are far less likely than the general population of the United States to actually commit a single crime. But it's also important to notice the word he used. He used the word migrant. Not immigrant, he used the word migrant. Migrants are people who come over here seasonally to do jobs. You know, like the dozens of migrant workers that Donald Trump got from Mar-a-Lago. So are you going to go around to the people you've got working at Mar-a-Lago for this season and say, hey, do you want to be a part of the fight club? I mean, this is absolutely insane, not to mention the fact that he is an exceptional hypocrite on the issue of migrants coming into the United States because he exploits them just like every other corporation in the United States does. But if you think that is the only insane thing that Donald Trump said, you're wrong. Because at one point, in a different rally, he said this: I have the wounds all over my body. If I took this shirt off, you'd see a beautiful, beautiful person, but you'd see wounds all over me. I've taken a lot of wounds, I can tell you. More than I expect any president ever. Ever. Any president ever. No president has had as many wounds as Donald Trump allegedly has from having to face the consequences of his own actions. I'm pretty sure that all of the presidents that were assassinated, if they were around today, would disagree with you on that. Their wounds were actual wounds, and they died in office. So, you know, there's that, but this man is insane. Like, he's just getting more insane with every speech, with every rally. He has no idea where he's going with his conversations. He just starts talking and let's just see where it ends up. And that's why he ends up saying these crazy and insane things. But Again, there was a time in American politics where if any candidate ever said any one of the multiple things Trump said this past weekend, they'd have been laughed out of politics forever. But today, those people are lifted up. They're revered as somehow good politicians because apparently that is the best this country has to offer. Hey everybody, I don't know if you've noticed this, but we are closing in on a pretty major milestone here at Fair and Balanced as we approach 500,000 subscribers. But we're not there yet, and we definitely need your support. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel, and don't forget, like and comment on the videos and share them as widely as possible.